y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that if you follow me on Instagram you may have already figured out, and that is that I have a little bit of a problem when it comes to buying makeup at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Yeah, and I'm supposed to be on a low buy this year, so yeah, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the things that I have bought in really the last year and 3 months, so 2018 through the other day. So if that interests you, stay tuned. I don't remember exactly who it was that I saw who found a Marc Jacobs palette on TJ Maxx. Like, I'd been to TJ Maxx, you know, a few times. It was a place that I like to go for brightly colored purses. It had just I never really looked at the makeup there, and it had never occurred to me that you could actually find, you know, the kind of makeup that you would buy in Sephora and Ulta at TJ Maxx. So somebody had posted, I believe on Instagram, that they had found a Marc Jacobs palette at TJ Maxx. And that is really what started my addiction or obsession with going to TJ Maxx, finding deals. You know, I love to get deals. I love discounts. Yeah, and I thrift a lot of clothes. Like this jacket that I have on right now, it's a little bit too big for me now, but I got it on clearance at Target for like $6.98. I love deals. It had just never occurred to me that I could get deals on makeup beyond like using my 20% off Ulta, you know, prestige coupons, or going to the VIB Rouge, VIB Beauty Insider sales at Sephora every year. And my love of deals really kind of got out of control. The Marc Jacobs palette is the first thing really that I bought at TJ Maxx, and this is the Tease 202. This was $19.99, and I believe they retailed for $49, so it was a significant savings. You know, I had worn Marc Jacobs perfume for years, but I had never used or tried a Marc Jacobs makeup product before, so finding this was huge, and it really is what started the obsession. This is not the best eyeshadow palette. I never reach for it. But because, you know, it's Marc Jacobs, yeah, I just loved it. I mean, and it does have some purples. It's got some nice shades. It's just not my favorite. It's not very pigmented. You know, some of the things that you find at TJ Maxx, there is a reason that they ended up there. So what I'm going to do in this video is kind of quickly go through the things that I personally have purchased at TJ Maxx. There's nothing more exciting than finding something that you have wanted and not bought at a discount at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Also, some people find great deals at Ross. The Ross here is really super junky, and I've never found anything, so I personally don't look in there. I have found some good stuff online, like seeing pictures of stuff that people have bought at Ross. It really just depends on your area, I think, and your store. Here, the TJ Maxx and Marshalls are the best. Sometimes you go in, everything's pristine, nobody's touched it. Other times you go in and it looks like a friggin' dumpster. Everything's smashed, it's dirty, people have put their fingers and stuff. Like, it's actually really gross and disrespectful the way that people treat the makeup So I have a couple of rules that I have developed for myself over time. The first rule is that I do not buy something that didn't interest me when it was in Sephora and Ulta. For example, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette has been in my local TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I say probably hundreds. I mean, there will just be dozens of palettes stacked up in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And this goes on for weeks and weeks at a time. So, you know, they're selling some, they're restocking some, and it's been pretty consistent for the last year. That is not a palette that interested me when, you know, it came out and I saw pictures of it. I wasn't like, ooh, I like that palette. So, you know, I had to tell myself, look, like, just because this is a deal, don't buy a palette that you didn't initially like, really like, or say, ooh, I want that, because then you're just like excited about finding a deal and you're spending money, but you know, $20 for a palette is still $20 for a palette. Another thing, this is something else I got really excited about. I got a Kevyn Aucoin. All of my Kevyn Aucoin products that I have come from TJ Maxx and Marshalls because they're so expensive. But I've been a fan of Kevyn Aucoin since I was a kid in the 90s when he did the makeup on the celebrities, making them look like other celebrities from like old Hollywood. I was always a big Kevyn Aucoin fan. It's just that his makeup is so expensive. So I freaked out when I found these lipsticks in Marshalls, and of course I had to buy them. I believe this set was $19.99. Something that, like, this is a gloss that has a wand, and one of my other rules now is that I don't buy anything that has a wand. So no liquid lipsticks, no mascaras. The reason for this, it's so gross, it's so gross, is that I actually saw an adult woman, not like a kid, not like a teenager, like a woman in her 30s or 40s, pick up a liquid lipstick in TJ Maxx, open it up, put it on her lips, close it back up, put it back in the freaking box, and put it back on the shelf. And I swear, I almost threw up right there. Some people, like on Poshmark and Mercari, will claim that you can sanitize things with wands. That is a lie. Lipsticks, on the other hand, you know, when it's a solid lipstick, you can take the surface area with an alcohol swab and get pretty much all of the germs. So that is why I personally do not buy anything with a wand any longer. So thank you to that lady for enlightening me to the fact that people are effing disgusting. So those are my two main rules. Don't buy anything that you didn't like originally, and nothing with a wand. So I have a giant box here in front of me, and I'm just going to talk to you about some more of the things that I found and the prices if I remember them. So we talked about the Kevyn Aucoin. This was a set. This is Lipstick Expert Lip Color in Carliana True Red and the Passiflora Lip Gloss. And this has got a great glitter in it too. So it's very sticky though, and you guys, if you watch my channel, you know how I feel about lip gloss. So I 100,000% bought that only because it was Kevyn Aucoin. I also forgot to mention that everything that I'm wearing on my face today is from TJ Maxx except the mascara. So as I get to the product, I'll talk about what I'm wearing. So this is the Too Faced Natural Eyes. It is in the tin, and it's pretty awesome because I dropped this, and because it's in this metal tin, the shadows were fine. So this is a great neutral palette. I thought that it would probably be good for my wedding. I ended up not wearing it, but I really like the shades in it. The mattes are nice, the mirror is pretty good. Yeah, it's just a great neutral palette, and it was $14.99 from Marshalls. Next, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit. Now, this is an amazing palette. One of the things I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a mirror, but it has this great purple shade. It's got the blue, this yellow gold, a lot of pretty colors. I am wearing the blue shade as a highlight today. And also that blue shade is called Orion. And then the shade Eclipse right here I have in the inner corners. So this was $24.99 at, it's been in like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I'm pretty sure I initially found it at TJ Maxx. I'm not sure why it ended up, I think it actually is discontinued. I know you can't get it on Sephora anymore. Some of these products, like all the Kat Von D that we're going to be talking about, is in there because of the formula change. A lot of the hair care products will be in those stores because of a packaging update. So yeah, regardless of what people say about that certain person that I just mentioned, it does not mean that a product didn't sell well. A lot of times it is because of a formula or packaging change or update. So next out of the box, we have the Cargo Blockbuster Shadow Palette. This is the Emerald City design. There's also a smaller palette, like the regular Cargo size Emerald City, that I did also buy at a different time than this, that I am decluttering. I do like a couple shades in it, but I just never reached for it. This is, God, I want to say it was 2015 or 2016 holiday. I'll look that up and pop it up. But it has a huge mirror. And it has all of these shadows, and a lot of them are neutrals, but it does have these great blues. But I am wearing the blue shades on my eyes today. Cargo is an okay brand. Like, they're not the greatest. You know, their quality is iffy. They're super overpriced. Their eyeshadows, for the most part, are nothing spectacular. Overall, I find the brand to be really underwhelming. There are a couple products that I like, but their eyeshadow palettes are not the greatest. So this was, yeah, one of those things that it was an impulse buy because it was a good deal, and I think I've used it twice. So next up, we have this cute little NYX Love in Paris. This, I think, was $3.99. This is like a total Stacey palette. I just threw the sponge thing on the floor, but anyway. Yeah, it's just some warm orangey browns that are right in my wheelhouse, and I do like this palette. I use it a lot. These are two of my most recent finds. These are the Stila Shimmer and Glow eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, and they are both $7.99 each. Ones are not in the boxes because they were already in my vanity, but this is shade Jezebel, and I also got shade Kitten. They are very similar. They do have a wand, and normally that would be against my don't buy anything with a wand. However, I got them directly from the stocking cart before they got put out. So I believe that they had not been touched. All right. Oh, this, if you watch my channel, you have seen, this is the Profusion 7-shade multi-finish eyeshadow palette in Orchid. This was $4.99 for a set that came with a mascara and an eyeshadow primer, and it was 100% worth it just for this shade right here. I used this in my Cardi B Grammy inspired tutorial. I'll link to that down below if you're interested in that. Next we have the NYX Bangkok palette. I actually got two of these. I tried to depot the other one and it went very, very badly. So I left this one intact. It also came with a purple lipstick, which I believe I sold as part of a bundle on Poshmark. But this is the 2018 holiday. I feel like the 2017 holiday packs of these were better. But it does come with a highlight and a blush and 4 eyeshadow colors. It's just really bulky. Like, it takes up a lot of room. I do wish that they were easier to depot, but all right. So I have two Smashbox quads. These are the trios. The Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trios in shade #Goals and shade Nudie Pick Light. So these are all mattes. I'll go ahead and open them up. These I got a while ago and I still have the boxes for some reason. I'm really bad about opening stuff up in my vanity in the bedroom and then leaving the packaging that I want to recycle on the vanity instead of taking it into the bathroom where I have a trash can where I put recycling. So the #Goals is a really pretty warm brown, and Nudie Pick Light is all matte, and they are some cool tone browns, and these were $7.99 each. They are really good, a great value. $7.99 is still a little bit high for 3 colors, but they are really pigmented and good quality. So once I had this one, I liked it. I went back and got this one. There were a couple other colors that I did not get since it's only 3 shades in there for still $8, but and these, I have found several of the Makeup Revolution highlights. This is the Blushing Hearts Triple Baked highlighter. It is a pretty peachy gold color. And I also recently found the Mermaid Heart. And this is driving me crazy. So if anybody knows the answer to this, nobody on Instagram did. If you can tell me where in the US these were sold in stores, it is driving me crazy. I'm a huge Makeup Revolution fan. These come in several shades. The Mermaid Heart, the Unicorn Heart, which is a rainbow, and the Dragon Heart, which is reds and yellows and golds. And to my knowledge, up until this point, I did not think that these were available in the US. And I did also see a Soph Does Nails holiday set in there yesterday or the day before, as well as a holiday set that had like 6 of these in them. And it's driving me crazy. I don't know what store you can find these in. So if you've seen these or the Dragon's Heart or the Unicorn Heart in a store, please comment and let me know. Also have the Cargo Swimmables blush in the Big Easy. It's a nice sort of neutral pink, and the Swimmables blush is great because it's supposed to be waterproof. And I actually saw Leisha X Sparkage try this out along with the All Nighter powder from Urban Decay. And I bought this for $3.99 or $4.99 from TJ Maxx, which is a great price. I think it's really overpriced regularly. And the All Nighter, which I ended up getting from Sephora to use for my wedding because it was outside in September in Mississippi. So I knew that if I was gonna sweat, you know, I wanted my makeup to stay on. So it ended up working really well for that, but I think it's super overpriced. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot about these. These are the Bare Minerals Gin Nude Copper and Latte eyeshadow palettes, but decided not to because I have a ridiculous amount of eyeshadow already. And they were $19.99 a piece from Sephora or Ulta. When I saw that these were popping up in TJ Maxx's and Marshall's, I immediately started going to my TJ Maxx, my local two TJ Maxx's, every single day until I came across both of them. I actually got this one at one TJ Maxx and this one at the other TJ Maxx, and they were $9.99, so that's 50% off. It's a really great deal. These are both amazing. I'll pop up some pictures of looks I've done with them. Highly recommend. I think they're worth regular price, so if you can find them for $9.99, definitely pick them up. Some people found the neutral one. I did not, but if I found the neutral one, to be honest, I would have gotten it too. Let's just be honest here. I don't need more eyeshadow. I don't, but that's just me. So that is everything in the box. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video about my ridiculous addiction to TJ Maxx makeup. As of right now, I am trying to stay out of TJ Maxx and Marshall's. I am still committed to my low buy. The vast majority of this stuff I bought in 2018, not 2019. Following the hashtag TJ Maxx makeup on Instagram definitely makes that harder because I see the things that other people are finding and it makes me want to go look and see what my TJ Maxx has, and I may have to stop following that hashtag. So I think that this video is going to be so long that I'm going to cut it into 2 parts. So I will be putting all of the stuff that I did find on one trip to TJ Maxx and Marshall's. I probably will be doing a separate video on that just because this is already getting ridiculously long. So if you've watched this far and you don't subscribe, I hope that you will. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.